By the Bridge foster parents are couples and singles, coming from all walks of life and a wide variety of backgrounds. But what they all have in common are the special qualities that help them to be with and stand by a child who is in emotional pain. These young people, once they feel safe enough to trust, can make extraordinary progress. To see this happen is the richest reward for foster parents.
There are many times when you feel challenged with fostering, and sometimes you don't always believe in yourself. And, you know, initially when you fill out your forms, you might tick something where you might say, I don't want a child that's been sexually abused, or I don't want a child that's come from, you know, remand or from prison. But a lot of the time you might not always know. You might have children who haven't disclosed any details, and it's then when you think, well, actually, I should have ticked that because I'm doing a good job and I have made, you know, big improvements to these children.
Just love it. It's hard work, it's rewarding work. Sometimes you just feel like tearing your hair out, and sometimes you just feel like giving them lots of cuddles, and it's just lovely. I've always worked in offices, and no disrespect to people that work in offices, but I couldn't imagine working in an office now. It just make me go mad.
Every day is different. You never know how a particular child is going to wake up, what mood they're in, and it is a challenge. I mean, particularly with the two young boys that I've got, every day is a challenge, but you know, you just work through it, you sit with them. I think as long as the child knows that he is loved and cared for, that's the main thing that we can give. But every day could be a challenge, from biting to spitting to screaming, tantrums in the shop. You know, it just becomes almost like a daily occurrence, but there are improvements and you can see the changes.
The difficulties as a single parent, being a foster carer, was I didn't think I could do it. And then I realised that I could do it, and it's just bringing another child in. I brought my other children up on my own, and I can do it, and I have done it.
Working and being a full-time foster parent is very manageable. Obviously, when I'm at work, Juliet's doing the majority of the work during the day, but when I come home in the evening, you know, it's when I kind of take over. And of course, weekends is a big part.
And we work as a partnership as well. David knows if we have a referral, then you know he knows how our house works, and he knows I don't have to always run things past him. He's quite comfortable with me sort of saying yes or dealing with the referral that comes through.
Yeah.
When I first started fostering by the Bridge, I had several English children who had various problems, which were quite challenging. One particular young man I had, whom I was told that he would never probably go to school, and he had serious problems, and he went through the whole process of schooling. He's now a fully member of the society, he goes to work, so when you see that, it gives you hope, and it's a challenge, and it's good to see.
When I initially started, or when I was thinking about fostering, I thought I have so much love to give and it will be perfect. And I think that was why I found it so difficult in the beginning, because it didn't matter how much love I gave, the children were still being themselves, and it was very overwhelming for me, because I thought, but why aren't you changing? Why? But we've done this, we've done that, but I'm doing this. And it was really difficult, because I thought, even though the training had said that, I kind of thought, yeah, that's the training, that it's all about love. As time went on, I realized it wasn't just about love. It was about tolerance, understanding the behaviors of the children, and not having an expectation of them, just allowing them to be, and that with time things will take its course. Understanding that would have made that a lot easier for me, rather than constantly thinking I wasn't doing a good job.
You know, you need to bolt on to love all the other bits and pieces that give you a really rounded and balanced sort of viewpoint.
That can't even use knives and forks. It's not all about abuse and, you know, neglect in that sense, is it? It's about just giving them sort of home-grounded experiences.
I mean, the ultimate reward is to see that child flourish in your care.
If thinking of fostering or just wish to learn more, call 0845 450 9944. Visit bythebridge.co.uk.